Africa is a developing country. It has some of the top 10 developing nations in the whole wide world. We're the richest continent on this planet.
What Still going.
What person are you? So you're telling me you have not?
Am I not black enough now? I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay, and I've never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa. There's no better country to be a person of color than America. And if you find a better country, I would love to hear about it.
Do you hear the stupid questions you say sometimes?
I don't think it's stupid to try to get him a date.
Yeah, we're actually here trying to get me a date. Hey, you want to go?
I'm not into maggots, so no thank you.
I'm a maggot? Is it because I'm black?
No. Really, you're gonna play the black card with me.
Why is he a maggot?
A maggot is a Trump supporter. He's a maggot.
So, wait, so Trump supporters are maggots?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Because you're supporting a orange in the office who is defunding Medicare, a lot of insurances, a lot of even food stamps.
He's defunding food stamps? You know, that was actually Ben Carson that was slashing the food stamp budget.
Ben Carson's
actually a black guy.
Just because he's black, just like you, does not mean that he fights for the cause. He's actually you're not helping, you're hurting the cause.
How am I hurting the cause?
You're supporting someone who is making it harder for people to adopt, making it harder for people to be themselves, making it harder for the foster care system, making everything harder, making school harder, making life harder.
CaitlinBennett.org. You can go there to support my work. Keep me coming out here. Look at all these fans that need your support to keep me coming to. I have so many fans here that need your support at patreon.com/CaitlinBennett to keep me coming out here. They love when I come to campus. They have to see me. I can't keep coming out here if you don't donate to me. Look at all these people. You're going to be disappointing if you don't go to patreon.com/CaitlinBennett.
You said Trump was a I want you to give me an example of how Trump was a racist.
African country shithole, and as an African, yes, he did. Do not put words in my mouth.
He didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking to you.
You're putting.
No. Talk to me. What countries did he call shitholes?
A whole of West Africa, and not to mention the Muslim ban is mostly West.
There's no Muslim ban.
There's no Muslim ban.
There's no Muslim ban.
So
no. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you.
No,
please. I was respectful and listened to you. Please. Okay, the ban was not on Muslims. It was on people from certain countries. Now those countries had high, but everyone in those countries is not a Muslim. So it wasn't a Muslim ban. It was a ban based on geographical location, not religion.
But you said
one single one of those countries.
The majority Muslim countries weren't even included on that list. If it was a Muslim ban,
let's go back to the whole countries comment. You said he called some countries shitholes. Let me ask you something. Does most of Africa have running water and plumbing?
Listen to me. As an African, Africa is a developing country. It has some of the top 10 developing nations in the whole wide world. We're the richest continent on this planet.
Have you ever been to Congo?
Oh my God.
No, I'm serious. Have you ever been to Congo?
My friends are from Congo, but guess what?
So have you been there?
Yes, I've been there with them.
So you've been to the DRC, so you know that the DRC is by definition
Do you know why
exactly what he said.
Do you know why
it doesn't matter why. The question was whether or not it was true. And the answer is yes, it was true. So it wasn't it's just telling the truth.
It's not true. It matters because do you know what's making do you know what coltan is? Do you know what talc is? All those little mineral resources in our phones, makeup, lights, everything comes from Africa. But guess what?
And they can't afford clean water.
Oh, come on.
I'm talking. I'm not done. Do not silence me.
You said they were rich. No. They could afford clean water if they were rich.
I do have to say, you said you lied about Trump. I am in this.
I'm saying it was true. It's terrible, and we should help them, but they're not developed.
Go to Africa.
I have to say, Joel. I have to say,
I'm the president of an organization called ASA, African Student Association.
So you're not African American.
I am African American.
Are you African or are you African American?
I'm the literal definition of African American.
So are you an American
citizen? I'm born in
citizen
Africa, but I'm an American citizen. So I am an African American.
So then I'm not an African American. Well, I'm not an African American. I'm not.
Do not put words.
See, I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay? And never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa. And the Africans in Africa sold my ancestors into slaves. Why would I
African American?
Africa. You are African American. Don't try to
No,
absolutely
absolutely not.
Am I a European American? Why don't you guys call white people European Americans?
That's spicy white.
Why don't you say European Americans?
Why don't you say African American?
Joel, if you're not an African American, why am I not called a European American?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're
I'm not an
Americans.
African American. I'm American. I've never been to Africa.
Would you prefer to be called European American?
I've traced my ancestry for 8 generations, and we still did not get to Africa in 8 generations.
That's a damn lie, Uncle Tom. Relax. Hold on.
Okay, so
Why would you call him that?
you know Uncle Tom was a hero, right?
Oh, you're not.
Well, you called me an Uncle Tom, so I assumed you would know the story. Uncle Tom was actually a hero who actually died protecting the other slaves that had run away. So you didn't even know that. You thought that was an insult. That's not an insult.
Hey, Uncle Ruckus, get the shit.
Don't touch my stuff.
Did you say Uncle
Don't get it in my
Ruckus?
face.
Don't
That's
touch
a
my stuff.
fictional character from a cartoon. Think of a real person to call me and we can discuss this.
That's so crazy.
That's not a real person.
You know.
It's Black History Month here at the University of Akron, and this is how everybody's treating a black Trump supporter. Very inclusive, very diverse, very cool and progressive.
So progressive.
I have been stopped on the street with my mom running in my town for someone to call me and tell us that we are niggas and that we should not be there. And then they called us these people.
And that affected you how? How did that affect your wallet? How did that affect your ability to get a job?
sorry,
how did that affect your ability to exist in this country as a free person?
Because it makes you feel unwanted. It makes you feel like no one wants you.
Wait. So it hurt your feelings, okay? But how did that affect?
I'm sorry, wait, you
How
didn't
did-
say it hurt my feelings.
You said it hurt your feelings.
It makes you feel unwanted, so you don't go out for things. It shows you that you don't have the effort, or you don't have what it takes to go up in this country because they don't want you here. You're not good enough as
So
the white people
why would you
around
let
us.
somebody that is so stupid that they would say something so ignorant dictate your behavior in any way,
I'm
shape,
not
or
letting
form?
them to take
Because
me,
we
but
have
I'm
the
telling you,
president
that's
of the
what
United
everyone
States doing
thinks.
it.
I'm not talking to
If
you.
that's what everyone thinks, they don't want you to go up in this country. So they don't give you the opportunities
So
that you need.
then you bust your butt and you show them that
That's
you don't
what I
care what
do.
they
That's
think,
what every
and you
black
become
person in this
successful.
country does.
And I can
My
applaud
mother-
that.
My mother was a single mother, worked 3 jobs my whole life
Exactly.
to get me where I am now. And you are.
And cannot stop
yes,
you.
Yes, it does.
No,
because
it does
she doesn't
not
get the
stop you.
opportunities she needs. My mom worked her ass to get a manager position in a hospital. She has her master's degree and she's going out for her doctorate because not only did other people tell her that she shouldn't do it, but she knew herself that she should without getting the opportunities that she wanted herself. So she did go out and bust her butt. But
So
that
you're
does not
telling
mean,
me-
that does not mean that everyone didn't put her down along the way.
But they didn't stop her, and that's what I'm saying.
But she
Racism is
46
not
and
a
just now
significant
getting to where
issue
she
enough
is.
to stop you.
Are you what?
It's not
So
gonna
you're
stop
saying
you.
50 years. She has gone out for 50 years. That has not stopped her.
It hasn't stopped her. You said she's still going.
What person are you? So you're telling me you have not gone
Am I
through
not black
racism.
enough now?
You're telling me you have not gone through any racism in your life.
You didn't say that.
None. You've never gone through
I said I'm
anything.
not an African American. I didn't say I wasn't black.
So what the are you?
I'm an American.
No, you're an African American.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. No. The argument. I'm sorry. That was my red herring that time.
I just want to say that
So the issue is, you said that was significant enough in America to stop you from being whatever you can be, and it's not. It's not. Do you want me to tell you something? When I started my company, I have a company with 150 employees. We gross millions of dollars a year, and we cut trees down.
If you have your own company as an American man, I won't even call you an
You can call me a
African
black man.
You're a black man. Do you try and put more effort into employing more African Americans than white males?
I actually employ a lot of Mexicans.
Okay, so do you try and go out your way to employ more people that you feel are underrepresented in the country?
No, I employ people that I believe will do the best job. It's to employ people based on their skin color.
It's not, because you definitely just told me that America does not try to put down people who you don't think has the ability to do certain jobs.
I didn't say that, but I believe that there's no better country to be a person of color than America. And if you find a better country, I would love to hear about it.
I can tell you that there's many countries. Canada, you can go into multiple multilingual.
So why are there more black millionaires in the United States than in Canada?
What? I don't know.
Probably population.
You can definitely.
How about you look
No,
at
even percentage of the population. Yeah.
I'm just telling you that it is very hard to go up in America. being not of the white race.
But what I'm saying is, just because somebody says something rude to you, like calls you the N-word, that does not affect your ability to make money.
It affects everyone else's mindset. That's everyone else's mindset.
That affects you. Going through depression affects you.
I didn't say depression doesn't affect you. I'm saying it's not going to stop your ability to make money in the United States.
The thing is, if that's what one person, no, you're not giving up.
But not everyone.
But if that's what one person thinks about you, that's what multiple people think about you.
That's not true. America is not a more country today than it was 50 years ago. America is the least that it's ever been at any point in history, and is more or less dead, and the only people that keep it alive because they want to make money off of it.
Okay.
So you're saying is only around to make money? That's it?
People keep racism around today to make money, yes.
How is that it?
How does the media not pit us against each other? They tell us that the police are killing us. When you look at statistics, it's not true.
That's if people do their research, and that's right. But
really, tell me how many people were shot and killed by the police in 2017?
No, but the problem is, I have experienced
9 unarmed people. And explain it to me. Explain your situation.
I've been in cuffs 3 times and committed 0 crimes. Discrimination. I've literally been.
So they came over and they were like, you know what? There's a black man walking. Let me arrest him.
Correct.
That's what happened.
There's a CVS that was robbed. The description was a black male that was 6'1" with long hair. I don't have that long of hair. I got arrested. Was in cuffs for 2 hours. 2 hours. Had to have all my information, like, decided, like, ran and everything. And after 2 hours, they finally figured out I wasn't 6'1" when I'm 5'10". Yes.
And that's because of.
Yes. Yes.
So it wasn't.
Try me.
So it wasn't because you fit the description of the other person.
No, I didn't fit the description. I'm not 6'1". I don't have long hair. It's black. It's because I'm black.
So
that's the second time that has happened.
That was your experience.
Second time.
That was your experience. That was your experience. My experience is
I've experienced a lot of racial discrimination.
I was pulled over 14 times in the last year.
Yeah. And how many times were you in cuffs?
Not a single time.
So
I was in it for one, for a speeding violation.
Speeding.
A speeding violation, yeah.
15 times for speeding.
I'm not even gonna lie. I sped 15 miles over the speed limit in 2018. Sat in cuffs for an hour while they checked my car. 100%.
And that's purely because of racism.
What do you think that is?
And how does that stop you? How does that stop you?
What do you think it is? Like, come on. What do you think it is? Like, come on. Like,
do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah. What do you think it was?
Okay. So this is, you're not going to be happy about this, but 55% of violent crimes are committed by African American males.
And so why should I be in handcuffs for committing a traffic violation?
You shouldn't. Exactly. So I don't know this situation, but I seriously doubt it was just because you committed a traffic violation.
So is that why black male?
So he should
black male
cuffs for a traffic violation.
I've been pulled over 50. I just told you how many times I was pulled over. I've never once been put in cuffs.
So
and I'm a black man.
Is that why every black male is taught from a young age to keep their hands on the steering wheel and don't move a single inch until they come up to your window?
Do you know what the statistics are for the number of African Americans that shoot police officers?
Is that why? Is that why every young male is taught to keep their hands facing forward as a young age? Am I wrong?
I really don't know.
Am I wrong?
Hang on. One at a time.
I'm genuinely asking you.
What is the statistic?
I'm going to answer your questions one at a time. Can you repeat your question?
Is that why every young male
what is it?
is taught to keep their hands on the steering wheel and don't move an inch until they get to your car?
Everyone should be taught that. You should always keep your hands on the steering wheel.
But is that why specifically?
Because statistically, we've been told that the police are more likely to shoot us because we've believed a lie that police brutality is this major issue affecting the black community.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah. Profiling happens. Profiling happens. It's the job of a police officer to profile.
But racially
profile.
I didn't say racially. I said to profile.
So I should be profiled. So if I commit a traffic violation, if I commit a
Alright, I'll give you an example right now. Right now, do you know who I'm most threatened by right now of this group of people? It's you, because of your body language, not because of your skin color.
What part of his body language?
Where's my body?
Because he's folding his arm and he keeps stepping up to me and he said to try it.
This is what I'm talking about.
But you kept saying try me, and you got in my face. I was genuinely intimidated. I was like, he's acting like he wants to
I'm
go
an intimidating
in.
person. Multiple people know me here. No, I'm not a very intimidating person.
And it's literally 30
I didn't say you were an intimidating person, but I said your behavior is the most intimidating of anybody that's around
I'm doing the
you.
exact same
That's
thing.
because the thing is you're denying the facts. I'm just saying you're denying
We're all
the facts.
doing this. We're literally all doing this.
I'm not intimidated by you at all.
Okay, but it's still 35 degrees out.
Okay, I do have to say one thing about you saying that you're American, just American, right?
Yeah.
So you're technically African American because the definition of being African American is because you don't know your origin of where your people come from in Africa. So
My people come from America.
No. Okay.
Where do you think your ancestors come from?
your ancestors.
They came from America.
Okay, but before that, how far can you trace back your heritage?
I think I'm 39% English, so they came from England.
Okay, what about the other percentage?
I think I'm 15% Native American, so they also came from America.
Okay, and then the rest.
And whatever percent black I am, they probably came from some country in Africa.
And that's why you'd identify.
But why would I not identify as English American or Indian American?
No, but you know why most African Americans identify as African American? Because most of their heritage comes from Africa. So since they cannot identify what part of Africa they come from, they identify as African American as a whole.
Yeah.
Now me, I know exactly what part I come from in Africa. I'm Kenyan American. That's what I identify as because I actually know my origin. But you can't just diss that part of yourself. And I'm not telling you to diss the Native American part or the English part of yourself, right?
Wait, why would you think I diss my being black?
No, I'm not trying to say that you are. But you're just like...
But I've never been to Africa. Why would I call myself an African American?
So do you just consider yourself to be black?
I consider myself to be a black American.
Okay.
Because I feel like terms like hyphenated terms like African American divide Americans.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was robbed of my identity. My ancestors were robbed of their identity. I have ancestors that were slaves. I know the name of some of my ancestors that were slaves.
And that should not affect you in any way, shape, or form.
I'm the fourth generation of my name.
Because that does not define you.
I know exactly who was
You're not defined by your past.
But you're...
That you never experienced.
But then how can you identify as English American? That's your past.
How can I identify as American? Because this is America, and it's the greatest country on planet Earth.
That's not what he said.
It's not what you said.
He said, how can I identify as American? And not black.
It's your past. You said that's...
No, that's my present. I was born in America. I live in America.
But that's your past.
That's my present.
That's your past.
I'm currently living in America.
You were born past tense in America?
No. You were never a slave, okay? You never experienced slavery. So I'm saying you can't... That is like your... That's not even your past. That's the past. So saying you identify with your history is different than saying you identify with your past because you never experienced slavery. No one you've ever met has ever experienced slavery.
Africa. Why would I say I identify with slavery?
But that's what you're saying when you say that African American.
I said I'm Kenyan American.
I don't identify as a slave. I just identify that I come from...
So then why did you say it bothered you?
No, wait, let me finish.
That was part of your
identify that
heritage.
I come from the continent of Africa, and I'm just robbed of the specific area that my heritage comes from. That's what I'm saying when I'm saying that I'm African American. I can't identify with a specific culture like many other people that were able to have, that are able to go through their ancestral tree and go find that.
There's no American culture?
My ancestral tree cuts off.
If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new videos. And if you want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/CaitlinBennett and receive super cool perks like an autographed photo from me in the mail each month. Or you can go to CaitlinBennett.org and get up to 75% off and free shipping on supplements and merchandise to support my work and start living a healthy life. My favorite product is Turbo Force because it gives me all the energy I need to make it through a long day of doing interviews. And check out the website Band.video to see uncensored content from conservative creators that have been erased from social media.